Hi class, so in this video I'm going to explain what's going on with this assignment. So first off, this is going to be your formative assessment over standards 3 and 4. So this is what we call a pre-assessment, which means you're taking this assessment before we've really had a chance to do a whole lot with standards 3 and 4. Means it's going to be kind of hard, but what we do with these guys is I want to understand where you already are. I want to know what you already can do with standards 3 and 4 so that when we look at this later in the year, I know what I need to teach you. Okay. So here's what you're doing as far as the instructions. So step 1 is watch this video. So good job. If you're watching this video right now, then you are already doing step 1. Step 2, when you're done with the video, is going to be to carefully read the reading below about the early history and culture of Japan. Okay, so I want you to very carefully read this text right here. Okay, as usual, I will make a video of me reading it out loud for you. If you need some help with the reading, that's optional. You don't have to watch that video, but it will be available if you want it. And then you're going to use the reading to answer the questions about the reading below. So you're going to go through the reading. There's 4 pages altogether. And then you're going to come down to these questions. So first off, for questions 1, 2, and 3, you're going to choose 2 of the 3 questions. You don't have to answer all 3. Just pick 2 of them. And the way that these questions will work is I'm going to give you an example of an effect from the reading. So I'm going to give you an effect that's an event or a thing that happened. And what you have to pick out is what caused that effect. So for the 2 questions you choose, you will identify the cause for the 2 effects that you picked out. Okay. And remember that causes come before effects. So you're going to look at these effects, these things that happen. So for example, in modern Japan today, rice is still a large part of people's diets. People eat a lot of rice in Japan and East Asia. That's an effect. What I want to know is what caused this. So go back to the reading, it'll be in the reading, and find something, an event or a person or a thing that might have caused this to happen. Okay, and there will be an answer to that in the reading. So you're just looking for a cause of this event in the reading. Okay, so same thing with the other 2. And again, you just have to pick 2 of the 3. Don't do all 3. Okay, that's more work than you have to do. Then you're going to come down here to questions 4, 5, and 6. Same thing. Choose 2 of the 3. You don't have to do all 3 questions. And for these, I flipped the script. So here I'm going to give you a cause from the reading, and you have to pick out the effect. What did it lead to? What did the cause I give you? What effect did it lead to? And remember that effects come after causes. Okay. So for example, if I come down here to question 5, the Japanese created a writing system that caused something to happen, and we see that in the reading. It caused several things to happen. And I want you to find one effect from the reading that this cause led to. So the Japanese created a writing system, and that led to something else, and you have to give me the something else. Same thing here, just pick 2 of the 3. You don't have to do all 3 questions. And there is a grading rubric for this pre-assessment. There is no exemplary, there's no E. It's just going to be a P, D, or I, depending on how well you do. All right, and then there's 2 last questions at the bottom, and this we're switching gears here. So the first questions were standard 4. Questions 7 and 8 are standard 3. So there's a new grading scale down here for standard 3. And here's what you need to do for the last 2 questions. You're going to find a couple things that are similar between 2 periods of time. So you're going to take the Yamamoto and Nara periods, right, and the Heian period and compare them. And I give you the place in the reading where you can find those. So if I come all the way back up here to the reading, you'll see that there is a heading called 10,000 Leaves. That's right here. And then there's some text right in here. Okay, that's going to give you the Yamamoto period, and it's going to give you the Nara period as well. And then down here in Vying for Power, that's where you will find the Heian period. Okay, and that is right in here. So when you're comparing, you're going to use these 2 sections of the reading, and that extends on to page 4. Okay. So then you're going to come down here and you're going to find me one thing from the reading that is similar between those two periods, and then explain how they're similar. And then also find me one thing that is different between those two periods of time and explain how they are different. I had a typo that I will fix right now. Okay. So you're going to find one similarity, one difference, explain how it's similar, explain how it's different. Okay. That's it, guys. If you have any questions, as usual, I'll be floating around so that you can ask me.